Welcome, everyone, to the BlooHoops Podcast, episode number 12. I am your host, Eddy Chavez. Over there, across the sea of sand, is my boy, Osvaldo Macias. Say what's up, Ozzy.
What's up, man? We got a special spooky episode of not Blue Hoops. Boo Hoops. What's up, man?
Oh, man. Nothing much, Ozzy. Just here chilling. But allow me to go ahead and introduce our two new subscribers to what we're doing here. We got two new subscribers. It's the greatest thing ever.
Hopefully they're not robots or something like that.
All right, guys. So the BlooHoops Podcast is a show where me and Ozzy discuss just random topics that come to our mind. If you guys like what we're doing, go ahead and just give us a like on our video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. And you guys have any video suggestions of what me and Ozzy should talk about next, feel free to drop us a comment below. With that being said, Ozzy, you mentioned we're doing Boo Hoops. I'm down
That's
with
right.
that. What does that mean exactly? What's our main topic for today?
Well, as you know, Halloween is coming up pretty soon, next week. So I thought it'd be cool to talk about your overall feelings about Halloween, and if you have any special stories about Halloween, about your previous Halloween experiences. I would say first let's talk about what have you dressed up before
Okay. All right.
during your Halloween?
Let's see. So, all right. So let's get started with Halloween, I guess. I mean, technically, it's next week, right?
The 30th? We're
Yeah.
doing this on the 25th.
Yeah. First of all,
31st.
but before I get to that, are you dressing up this week? I mean, are you dressing up at all?
Well, I don't know, because so this weekend Daisy and I are going to San Francisco, and we're going to be there for Halloween, and she wants to do something. She wants to dress up. And I'm really not one for dressing up anymore. I mean, I haven't dressed up in, over a decade, more than a decade, so it's like,
Yeah.
it feels
I get
weird
you.
for me to dress up. She wants to dress up as Waldo and that girl Waldo,
Oh, man.
which I guess for me would fit, but just not down with dressing up. But we'll see. I'm sure I will, and you'll see pictures on Instagram about it.
You have no other choice, Ozzy.
But
As my friend Diego would say, happy wife, happy life.
that's right.
So,
But I mean, in previous Halloweens, I have dressed up as. I remember for like 3 years I dressed up as Scream, just because I didn't want to.
really?
Yeah, just because I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't feel like dressing up as anything else.
But you're like
I'm
the
trying to.
nicest guy, though. I can't picture you as a
Scream costume?
suspected killer.
With my fake knife. No, I mean it was pretty cool, but I'm trying to remember what else I've dressed up as. But I remember my brother when we were kids. We couldn't find a costume for him, so my mom said, "Why don't you just put toilet paper around you and dress up as a mummy?"
Oh my goodness.
Not as a joke, like she meant it seriously. Like, why don't you just put toilet paper? So we started putting him in toilet paper,
Oh my goodness.
and he was so sad. It was like,
Oh my gosh, Ozzy, that's messed up, man. That's cool.
and he's older than me, so he just took it off and was mopey the whole time, and he didn't dress up that year.
Oh, shit.
That was pretty funny. I mean,
that also doesn't work, because wouldn't it be falling off?
I think she put like tape or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But that was
That's
funny.
bad.
That's messed up, but it was funny.
Oh gosh.
What about you, man? Can you think of anything you've dressed up as during Halloween?
Yeah, so I mean, as a kid, I used to you know, I play a lot of video games, right? Even now, I still play a lot of games. But as a kid, I used to really like playing. I used to like dressing up as the Mortal Kombat characters because I thought they were the coolest thing. Now, granted, they weren't official Mortal Kombat characters, but I remember, you know what I mean? Because it's always like, it's like they have like yellow ninja, but you know it's Scorpion.
Yeah.
Like blue ninja, and it's Sub-Zero. So I remember dressing up as Scorpion, and it was like the coolest thing ever. Like I had like the white thing, and I'm like, I looked legit. And I remember uh, going trick or treating, and there was one instance where I'm going, and remember I'm a little dumb kid, so I feel like I'm really cool, right, with my Scorpion costume. And as I'm walking around. My mom's taking me around the block to get candy, and I see this
Mm-hmm.
house, and there's this guy just like sitting down like this, just
Mm-hmm.
like this. And from a distance, it looks like a scarecrow. I mean, it's a scarecrow. That's what it was. But it looked like it was just like a toy. I mean, not like a toy, but like a. It looked like someone made a scarecrow and decided to sit it down next to the door. But
Uh-huh.
it was a life size scarecrow. And
Right,
so
right.
I'm like nervous as fuck, and I'm walking, and I'm like, and I'm not like trick or treat, and I get my candy. Next thing I know, this fucking scarecrow jumps at me like, oh fuck,
Uh,
and yeah, I just start running my ass off, and I'm like, oh look how tough Scorpion is, and I start running off, and that was horrific, that's for sure.
Finish him. Yeah, I never liked haunted houses. Like there was always those haunted houses that were like overly. They were like really. They went big on Halloween, and you had to
Yeah.
go to the house. And yeah, I always stood on the sidewalk. I waited for everybody else to do it because I was scared. Big ass pussy.
No,
um,
I'm with you, man. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Like I don't know. It's
remember the
just
last time you
nuts.
dressed up, or the last time you really went out
Oh
for
my
Halloween?
gosh. Gosh, I honestly can't recall. It must have been
Yeah,
12, 11. Like
me too.
a few friends of mine have asked me like, "What are you gonna dress up?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like I jokingly said, "Hey, come on, man, I'm a grown man. You can't expect me to go out there dressed up like some." But I said that as a joke because
Yeah,
I feel like if given the opportunity or like given the situation, I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just that I just at this time I just I see no I don't
yeah. I
know.
mean,
I don't have like it's not like I'm going anywhere. So I'm like, nah, I got nothing.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with there's adult parties where they dress up as stuff, But I'm just not into the whole dressing up anymore. I guess.
Yeah.
Um. So now that
And,
you're older, well, go ahead.
and I'm not trying to say like, oh, like that makes me like more mature or anything like that. If anything, I'm
Sure.
the least mature person you could think of. I
Yeah.
am the least mature, and I had a complete respect for women. Just like, but sorry, that was a really bad Trump impression, uh, but no, yeah, like I'm not trying to like knock it or anything. If anything,
Yeah.
dressing up is your thing. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of weird doing it.
And that brings me up to now that you're older, do you have any like Halloween traditions? I mean, do you get excited for Halloween? What happens during Halloween during this? Now that you're older,
So
anything special?
nothing much other than there's usually a NBA game. There's for
That's
whatever
true.
reason there's always like because it's so close to opening season, so there's always a basketball game that I really want to watch, and it's usually a good one too. Um, Other than that, one of my favorite things to do is like I like criticizing all the kids that show up to the door because I just give out the
Oh,
candy. So my brother puts on the speaker, blasts like the Halloween music, the Monster Mash, and he just blasts right. But I love critiquing all of the kids that come up because I don't think they expect it. They just like assume they're gonna get candy. So like let's say this fairy comes up, right?
you're
So
not talking
I
about a gay guy, right?
no no. So let's say this like
I thought
little
you were being
girl.
homosexual. That's all. I mean, I thought
No.
you were
So
being homophobic. That's
oh
all.
my
Just want to
gosh,
make sure.
no.
No, I'm just kidding. Go on.
So let's say this little girl who shows up as like it was like a little fairy, right? Shows up and so I'm always like I would say something like oh look it's a fairy, oh can I make a wish, you know put them on the spot, or I'm like look bro, that guy's dressed up as Jason, be careful, he might hurt you, Like he has a
Did
knife.
they even respond at all?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Just
And,
weird glances at each other.
my favorite one's the movie ones. It's like I'm like, look, bro, it's a minion. Oh man, they're always getting into trouble. And just like, so, but yeah, that's pretty much my Halloween. I watch a basketball game and just critique kids' costumes. It's pretty hilarious, but it's all good fun.
Yeah.
Um,
It's funny you mentioned trick or treating because right here we don't really get regular trick or treaters. Like it's been like since I moved to Arizona actually.
wow.
We haven't really got any trick or treaters because when I first moved here, we lived like kind of in an isolated. There's houses every now and then, but not a lot. So there weren't a lot of trick or treaters. And then when I moved to Tucson, I live in an apartment complex, so I don't get that a lot. But I mean, for me, yeah. What do I really do? I like the vibe of Halloween, I guess. Like I like there's like a feeling in the air. When it's Halloween.
Yeah,
And
it's yeah, you just know. I'm guessing it's also the introduction of fall because you feel
yeah,
fall.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I really like doing is like watching horror movies. I guess that's really the only thing. And sometimes there's a local studio here that has like all night horror movie marathon thing. So I think they're doing it this year. Fortunately, we can't make it, but if anything, that's probably what I would do. But yeah, other than that, I don't really do anything with Halloween.
Yeah, it's such a weird event that as you grow older, you kind of lose some touch with, but then you
Yeah,
realize that we're trying to get that touch back because it's so fun, which I'm all
yeah,
for. But yeah, I can't help but feel that as you get older, you kind of lose a little bit of that touch. Um, I guess another thing I should bring up. It was like sometime like in fifth grade, I think. I dressed up as Sub-Zero,
hmm
but this how original! I'm dressing up as freaking Mortal Kombat ninjas, and I dressed up as Sub-Zero. But this costume was pretty cool because it had a mask. It looked like a Sub-Zero mask. I mean,
hmm
it was a Sub-Zero costume, but it had like a kind of like a Jason mask, but it was blue, like because it was Sub-Zero, whatever.
yeah,
Like a, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever because I felt like fucking I felt like I was like all armored and shit. Even though it was just like you know cheap
plastic
material.
on
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
and I felt like I was all armored. And I remember kids would walk by because I wasn't really talkative in I'm still kind of not talkative, other than in BlooHoops. So, but
blue hoops.
and so people would like walk by and I would hear them saying, "Hey, who's that blue guy? Who is that guy?" And I thought I was so cool being all mysterious. So I wouldn't say who I was. But
Huh.
he's like, "Hey, who are you?" And I'd just be like, "I'm no one." Just like
Really?
yeah.
Oh, creepy.
And then just like you know, that was pretty fun.
Halloween candy though. What was some of the best and worst candy you?
Okay, first of all, let's get this out of the way. Is candy corn good?
In small doses. I can eat a little bit at a time, but if I have too much, you just can't do it. A few pieces, yeah. What about you?
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I love candy corn.
Yeah.
It's great. I don't know all these people who are saying it sucks.
Hating on it?
Yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Candy corn's looking good, and like it only shows up during Halloween. It's the best thing ever. Wait, no, did it show up during Thanksgiving too?
I think it's just Halloween. Mostly Halloween.
Okay, yeah, candy corn's legit. Love candy.
Yeah.
Best Halloween candy. This should have been our BlooHoops 5.
That's true.
But
Let's name a couple that you like getting that you were like, oh man, I'm glad I got this.
Jolly Ranchers, number 1.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you had Jolly Ranchers, you're good. Gummy bears, top notch. Chocolate. If you got a Crunch Bar, a Kit Kat, even Twix is all right. I mean, it's all right, but
I love Twix. I remember every once in a while you would get like those big bars. Like usually they give miniatures,
yeah.
but on those rare occasions
So
they would get those
much.
big chocolate bars. I was like, oh man, this guy hit the
Yeah. I hit
Go
the
back for
jackpot.
seconds.
Go back for seconds. Would you ever go back for seconds?
I don't think I ever did that. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was too self-conscious.
Yeah, I was like, they'll know. They'll know. I mean, I'm sure they would have given it to me, but I was just like,
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah, the worst was like I would hate getting that, that typical grandma candy that grandma has around that like it's yellow and it's in a yellow wrapper,
Yeah.
or like those caramel ones that were like horrible.
Yeah, like the ones that they sell like the big packs and like they're like quick giveaway candy, you know?
Yeah,
You
or those
always those are the worst.
anything with toffee I hated.
Oh, I know.
It
What's
sucks.
that brown one called?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about. But that toffee one was
That
lame.
was toffee or like I don't know, root beer was another one. Root beer
Root
candy.
beer
I'm
candy.
like,
What the hell? Laffy Taffy. Did you like Laffy Taffy?
not really. It's just
Yeah.
isn't that just kind of like Airheads?
It's
Kinda.
chewier.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
like
not a fan of
Smarties.
that.
Remember Smarties?
Yeah, those are or nerds. Like nerds.
Yeah. They just give me chocolate. What the hell is
Yeah,
that
this is
shit?
like weird.
Or even lollipops are okay with me.
The bubble gum lollipops.
Bubblegum lollipops. Yeah, those
Like,
are good.
yeah, those are legit.
You know what I didn't mind getting? The Tootsie Roll. I like
Yeah,
Tootsie Roll.
is that the brown one?
It's the
like-
chocolate with chocolate in the middle?
Kinda, but it's not really chocolate. It's like,
It's like brown, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
I thought it was more like coffee than anything.
Oh,
Not really a fan of it.
but I like that one. I mean, what else for Halloween?
Gosh.
You got anything else?
I have this hilarious story about this kid who once they dressed up as a clown in elementary school.
Uh huh.
I mean, he had a great costume. He looked legitimately like a clown, but was horrified at the fact.
Scary.
No. Like he dressed up as a clown, like legitimately, like a proper clown.
Oh,
But I just remember him being so depressed about it.
the
He had the
hell?
big shoes and everything. I think it's
Is this a joke or is this real?
No, this is real. This happened.
Wait, in high school?
No, this happened in elementary school. This kid dressed up as a clown, like full getup, like the the costume,
The wig. Yeah.
the wig, the big shoes, the spotted costume, and he was just so depressed. And I'm like, that's the saddest clown I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know why, but that
weird.
got stuck in my head. And ever
Yeah.
since then, I'm all like, I'll always feel sorry for clowns.
What's up with this?
Even though they're roaming the streets right now.
Yeah, what's up with all this clown face going on? There's clowns everywhere in the streets.
Man, people are nuts.
Did you hear about there's people dressing up as Batman now that are trying to stop them? Fucking the Batman and the Joker going around fucking cities.
You can't make that shit up, man. Vigilantes and shit, just fucking. And then when they meet me when I'm walking down the street and they're like, why can't we do what you're doing? And then I can tell them, because I'm not wearing a hockey mask. You know that's from, right?
No.
Damn it! It's from Dark Knight.
No. I don't remember.
It's when
No.
all those guys are dressing up as Batman. And
What
then
does he say? What does he say to them?
He says like, because I'm not wearing a hockey mask.
Oh, I don't remember.
Damn it! I look like an idiot. It's either it's in a Dark Knight for sure. It's in one of the opening clips.
Huh.
But yeah, in terms of like, I mean, Halloween was freaking legit.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do this? Oh yeah, you're gonna dress up as Waldo.
We'll see.
Hopefully, no
no.
one will find you.
I know. It's gonna be terrible.
You're like, hey, I found Waldo. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing much going on other than probably giving out candy. So, pretty
All right.
simple
Yeah.
stuff.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. It's not as spooky, but what is it?
Our next topic is the BlooHoops 5, where me and Ozzy decide on one thing and we pick 5 things that are top notch for that particular thing. In this case, what are we picking, Ozzy?
This week we're doing. Eddie and I are both big Adult Swim show fans.
True.
So your top 5, my top 5. Should we go one by one, or do we just do your top 5 first?
Wait, top 5 Adult Swim shows, right?
That's right.
All right.
Let's go from 5 to 1.
Okay. 5 to 1, huh?
You go first.
All right. I'm going to scratch out my number 5 because I'm not liking it.
Well, if you want to go 1 to 5, then go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm going to go number 5.
All right.
The number 5 best Adult Swim show is The Boondocks.
Boondocks.
What do you know about The Boondocks?
It's a solid show.
Okay. I like that.
Should I go?
Go. What's your
Okay.
number 5?
Man, my number 5 was almost Boondocks, but then I went with one that I don't really watch anymore, but for the longest time was like one of my favorite shows, Family Guy. I put Family Guy in number 5.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember those few years that I liked it. I really loved it.
Okay.
So that just beat out Boondocks. So you're number 4.
Crap. I think I might make a change here.
Go for it. On the fly. Clock is ticking, man.
No, I can't. It has to be number 4 is Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah. I don't watch it as much either, but the fact that I watched it so much meant it had something going for it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Agreed.
Oh, and also, when we're rating these Adult Swim shows, we're rating all of them, like regardless of, because we know Family Guy was on Fox.
Yeah. As long as it was an Adult Swim show, as long as it was on Adult Swim, we count it.
Yeah.
Number 4, I know it's a show that you don't like, but I've seen the first 2 seasons, and just hilarious. Number 4 for me is Rick and Morty. You don't watch that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it. I can't speak for it, but I don't know. It doesn't grab my attention. I think I've seen like 1 episode. It's okay, but nothing I would watch.
Fair enough. 3.
This is tough because I just remembered another one. Okay, whatever. Number 3 is the Eric Andre Show.
Okay.
Because I fucking love the Eric Andre Show. Eric Andre Show is freaking great. It's dumb as hell.
I like it, yeah.
The skits are hilarious. And
this didn't even make my list, which goes on to say how many freaking good shows they have.
yeah.
But yeah, Eric Andre is definitely a good one.
Let me throw in an honorable mention there and just mention, then we mentioned too, C-Lab 2021, which was great.
Solid. Yeah.
And also, what's it called? Space Ghost? Coast to Coast?
Yeah.
I fucking love Space Ghost.
I was watching that recently, actually. It's good, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just really hard to fill out these 5, but those 2 shows were legit.
Mm-hmm. All right. No, so now we're in my number 3. My number 3 is pretty much the show that started all with the whole satire. If it wasn't for Tim and Eric, there wouldn't be Eric Andre.
Oh God! Wow, that's a good one.
If it wasn't for Tim and Eric, there wouldn't be Eric Andre and all these weird shows on Adult Swim. So it can be hit or miss for sure. It could be some skits that are just bad, but then there's those skits that I just like even watch this day because they're so good. So my number 3 is Tim and Eric. What is your number 2?
Oh man, well, in regards to Tim and Eric, I wasn't a fan. The animation was very, very cringy. It made me kind of trip me out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really a fan of the animation, so
yeah, it's definitely not for everyone.
All right, so my number two, and this is very hard, but I thought about it because this is my favorite show. Like, if not one of my favorite shows ever. But I had
Hmm.
to put it number two for a specific reason, which I'll get to when I mention number one.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Number
What?
two is King of the Hill.
Oof! Wow,
because
really?
because holy hell, King of the Hill is so freaking good. It's like, God, I love this show so much. I'm always quoting it.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that I could watch forever, and it's just so good.
Yeah, I love King of the Hill for sure.
But there's a reason why I put it number two.
Okay.
What's your number two?
My number two is oddly enough also King of the Hill.
Wow,
I love King
wow.
of the Hill. Like I thought it was really, really underrated. I think it's better than those other animated Fox shows. Family Guy, Futurama, um, was American Dad for sure. It's better than
Yeah, definitely.
King of the Hill was just the best.
It to me, King of the Hill is on par with the Simpsons, the early Simpsons at least,
Yeah,
in terms
I
of
agree.
quality. Um,
Yeah, and
Obviously, it didn't last as long, but it's just up there for me.
it never tapered off either. Like it was always every season was good. It wasn't like Family Guy where as it went along it just got worse.
To be fair, the last season kind of
The
it
very
was
last season, I didn't even see actually. I saw, yeah. Um, but yeah, good show.
I think I know what your number one is.
Me too. What's your number one?
My number one is "Cause We Are the Aqua Team." Got the homie saying.
That's my number one too. So let's just talk
Look,
about it.
look, it had to be my number one because first of all, it's freaking great. Like it really is one of the best shows out there. I love
Hmm.
it. Like it again, it's watchable at any time. But most importantly, the reason I put it number one is because this is a legit Adult Swim show.
Original, yeah.
Yeah, this is why Adult Swim is good because it introduced shows like this. And even then, I still find myself quoting some of those episodes
It,
and rewatching them. They're really good.
yeah, and really hilarious characters. I mean, Master Shake, Meatball. What was the fry called? Just Fry.
Frylock,
And the neighbor, what's his name? Carl.
Carl.
Fucking hilarious character. And good supporting characters too. It had those nanobites, whatever the hell they're called. I forgot what they're called. Just a
the
bunch of other ones.
the space guys who are like can't do shit right and like
Yeah, it's a classic show. I loved it.
yeah. I mean, I had to. You know, we couldn't go without putting that number one. So damn, that's pretty legit. I think we
Yeah.
actually came up with a good list.
Yeah, so let's combine that list, and I mean we can both agree on the top two.
All right,
So number one is Aqua Teen.
perfect. Number two, KOH.
King of the Hill. Alright, this is where it gets tricky. Number three.
4, and 5. What's your number three?
Tim and Eric. And yours is Eric Andre.
Well, they're both Erics. So
I mean, we both have Family Guy on our list, even though it's on different locations.
that is true.
Should we put that as number three?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Alright.
Family Guy will go number 3.
Alright, number four.
It's either Family Guy or Tim and Eric. Now, this is kind of I mean, the more I think about it, it's not really a toss-up. You mentioned that Tim and Eric kind of like originated the Eric Andre show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm cool with putting Tim and Eric as number 4.
Sweet. Tim and Eric 4. Now number 5. Do we want to do Eric Andre or do we want to do Boondocks?
Oh, man.
Because I'm fine with leaving out Rick and Morty and doing either Eric Andre or Boondocks. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. Since you gave me Tim and Eric.
Gosh, how many... I'll leave it. I'll leave Eric Andre only because it's still going on.
So Eric Andre is number 5?
Yeah, actually, the
All right.
season just ended, but
All
hoping they
right.
bring it back. But certainly, he's building up steam, so that's good.
For sure.
So the Blue
All right.
Hoops 5, Ozzy, are what?
For Adult Swim shows, number 1, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Number 2, King of the Hill. Number 3, Family Guy. Number 4, Tim and Eric. And number 5, Eric Andre. The Blue Hoops Top 5.
Adult Swim shows. I love it. I love it.
That was a good list.
We're nailing these lists, Ozzy. This
I'm
is
liking
like we're done with quick time events. We're never doing it ever again.
it. We already know too much about each other anyway.
Actually, to be honest, the more I asked you a few of those questions last time, I was like, wait, I didn't know about that about Ozzy.
No, that was pretty cool. We can do it in a future show.
Yeah. The good news is that we actually hit our time mark of 30 minutes this time.
Sweet.
We've been realizing that maybe our episodes are a bit too long, so
Yeah, we're trying to cut it short.
yeah. So with that being said, Ozzy, where can we find you on the Instagrams and on the Snapchats?
So on Instagram, you can find me at The Real Ozzy and try to find Waldo there. See if you can find him. And on Snapchat, The Real Osvaldo. Eddie, what about you?
I am on Twitter and I am on Instagram at writing to Eddie with a number 2. Now, normally what I do is that when I'm editing these videos, I put the
Timestamps?
words. Yeah, no, the words.
Oh,
the our handles into the video.
right.
However, I'm experimenting with this new program I got, so if they're not here, my bad. So I just put them in the link. So,
All right.
all right. With that being said, thank you guys for listening in to the BlooHoops Podcast episode numero 12. Thank you guys for listening in. If you guys like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I mean, I would prefer if you wouldn't give us a thumbs down, but whatever, you do you. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you to our new subscribers. I don't know who they are, but you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for that. And with that being said, this has been the BlooHoops Podcast, the BlooHoops Podcast.
Boo!
And I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Peace out.